Hi, I'm Lisa Marie Latino, coming to you from the George Inn, an absolutely stunning boutique hotel in Montclair, owned and operated by Stephen Plofker and makeup mogul Bobbi Brown. Today on Hip New Jersey, we are going to meet some of the Garden State's leading mompreneurs. A mompreneur is a superwoman that does it all, from maintaining a successful career to running a fully functional household. Hip and J's Maria Falzo, a mompreneur herself, recently met with a group of Garden State women paving the way for other like-minded moms.
Hello everybody, my name is Maria Falzo and we are back with Hip New Jersey. We are here working with our mompreneurs and I am so excited to have Mallika Malhotra here with some amazing ladies. Mallika has written an amazing book called The Brand Photography Playbook. She is a photographer, a mom, that kind of makes you a mompreneur, and you're going to tell us about some of the ladies that are in your book.
Yes.
And also about what it is that you do.
Yes, so thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
So my name is Mallika Malhotra. My business is Miki Photo & Co. I'm a brand photographer, and I work primarily with women entrepreneurs just like these guys, and I help them figure out what their story is first, and then we create images and photos that really bring their brands to life.
Fantastic.
And I wrote this book to sort of share that process with other people that might be looking to create a standout brand.
Great.
And so the women I brought today are all these wonderful mompreneurs. We have Jen Brosnick, who is a therapist, social worker, and a mom coach. And then Betty Galvan, of My Friend Betty. She is a digital strategist. And then we have Maggie Zachary, who is a beauty counter director.
So tell me a little bit about each business. Jen, tell me a little bit about what it is to be a mom coach.
Yeah, so a mom coach does pretty much everything. So I work with
Kinda
moms.
like
Exactly, multitasking. So postpartum moms coming in with postpartum depression, anxiety, through teen moms. So, you know, moms with teenagers dealing with anxiety and social media and all of these stresses. So incorporating sort of this more of a holistic approach is sort of how I
So how do you
work.
find your clients?
All over.
Okay.
So I work at a midwife practice.
Okay.
So a lot of the moms at Avalon are delivering. And then if there's a problem, they'll come to me. But then networking with these ladies.
Betty, tell us a little bit about your business.
Great. I'm Betty Galvan. I'm a digital marketing consultant and social media manager.
Okay.
So I work with a lot of small businesses, also primarily women business owners. So I help them get their story out on social media and think about their digital marketing plan.
Okay. So give us an example of maybe a client that you've worked with. Like, what are some of the things that you can do for them?
For example, I've worked with Dressed by Lori in Melbourne, and she's a solopreneur. She's in her store. Yeah, she's amazing, and she's the only one, right? So she sometimes says, "I can't take my own photography. I can't do all the the content creation for behind every picture." So I helped her.
That's great.
So that's an example. You know, just being the another hand for a woman solopreneur.
Okay, so tell me about your business.
So
I know a little bit about Beauty Counter, which I love. The kids
so
product.
it's based in California, so I'm an independent consultant here in New Jersey. And what we do is we educate women and men about which ingredients to avoid in their products, trying to eliminate some of the harmful chemicals that are found in so many products on the market today because of the lack of regulation in our country.
Absolutely.
So it's a very education-based company, which is really what drew me to the company. I was looking for something to do when my youngest was going to kindergarten, and I wanted something with a really strong social mission. So Beauty Counter fit that bill for me, and it's been great. It's been great.
So let's talk about this mompreneur movement happening right now. Like, what does that mean to you, and what does that mean, I guess, in general too?
Well, I think, you know, for us, the way we connected and this community that we have, we are not 100% stay-at-home moms.
Sure.
But we're not like, I guess, corporate moms that are leaving to take the train and leaving the house. We actually stay home and we're with the kids and we're trying to create these businesses that we love. And so there's this blend.
Yeah.
But I think we all love to have our own time and work, and
Definitely.
that's very rewarding. But then also being home with the kids is just equally as rewarding in a different way. Right?
Having that flexibility to step out and go to a chorus concert or see a game, but yet be able to run your business.
I always say that I do a lot of things to not do as much as I was to be home with my kids more, right?
Yeah, it's a hustle.
It's a total hustle. I mean, it is like
Total hustle.
But that's why it's important to find people like these girls that have your back.
I want to thank you all so much for being here. This was awesome. Thank you for connecting us all. And if you want to learn more about these ladies and all of their businesses, please log on to hipnewjersey.com and share, like, and check out these ladies.
In a recent interview with Vogue, makeup mogul Bobbi Brown dubbed Montclair the Brooklyn of New Jersey. We'll find out Bobbi's love of the town later on in this episode. But first, let's meet Danielle Forte of 828 Clothing.
Hello, I am Maria Falzo, and we are here today talking about our holiday hip list. And I am so excited to have a guest with us today. This is Danielle Forte. She's the creative director of 828 Clothing. She's also the wife of NFL running back Matt Forte. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell me about 828. How did this come about?
It happened, well, right after I had my daughter Nala.
Okay.
And I couldn't find any clothes I thought were cute because I didn't want to quite look like a mom.
Sure.
I wanted to be a mom, absolutely, but I didn't want to look like one. So my husband, Matt, he was like, Danielle, just make some for your own.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He was like, just do it. So I was like, well, okay, let's go ahead and try this.
Sure.
So I was nursing Nala, and I started to do nursing clothes, and we added maternity. And as it's evolved, I just kind of took it, and now I'm in the next stage where I'm not having any more babies or nursing anymore. So now it's for every stage. So we go from maternity to nursing to forever.
Amazing. That's awesome. Well, I can tell you, I am wearing, tell me what I'm wearing.
This is the Ashley dress.
This is the Ashley dress.
One of my favorite pieces. It's so comfortable.
It is now my favorite piece,
right?
too.
You can wear it as a dress or a jacket, whichever you want to go. And it's so comfortable. It hides whatever you want to hide, but it curves you in the right spots. And it's just so easy to wear.
Yeah, I can tell you that, I mean, I'm a mom too. We were talking a little bit about it earlier. We have kids that are the same age. And I totally get what you're saying. Like, you weren't exactly getting back into the things that you had before, but you didn't want to
like leave everything behind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So tell me about what you're wearing.
I'm wearing the maxi cardigan
Okay.
and the Tez tank because I always had issues because I wanted to wear a tank top that like had some stretch to
Yes.
it, but also I felt like a little support.
Yes.
But I wanted a little bit longer, so
I'm
I wasn't.
Glad. Clearly, we
right?
all feel the same thing when you're post-pregnancy.
Especially when you're out with your kids, like. You don't like you're bending over, you're pulling stuff up. So if you got a little fabric to help you out,
Sure,
it's just amazing.
And I feel like layering is always a great thing.
Layering, you can dress stuff up, dress up down.
Sure.
Like you can wear this. I've worn this with sneakers.
Yeah.
I've worn it with. I wore it for our Christmas pictures. With
That you
heels.
showed me your
Yeah.
dress.
And so all of the pieces you can wear up or down, day to night, and the kids can get stuff on it, and it'll get cleaned, and you don't have to worry about it.
Awesome. Love that too, because we all know what that's like.
Oh yes.
So tell us about, you also have a kids line as well.
Yes, this was birthed through my husband, Matt. He just decided that he wanted to have a hand in it, and he wanted to, he had all these ideas. He's like, babe, I just want to put them on onesies. And I was like, you do? And then his just kind of evolved too. So there's been a whole bunch of different sayings, like
I love this.
the Milky Way.
Right.
He was like, kids drink milk. It's kind of the Milky Way. So we went with the whole like galaxy theme for a little bit.
Right, and not to mention, it feels
Everything's
like,
super soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one is like neoprene, so for the older kids, but yeah, and they also come in like leggings for girls.
Okay.
So we kind of made things go both ways.
Right.
And then that one is the Be Brave, and there's sweatpants for it too. So he just was like, babe, I kind of want our kids to dress like us. So like even these are, Matt has 1,000 pairs of these, so we made them for our son.
Awesome.
And then we decided to put the 828 on there because it's after Romans 8:28.
Yes, I love that.
And we wanted to carry it over because my dad's a pastor, Matt's grandfather was a pastor. So we just kind of carried it all the way through.
That's so great.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like a family legacy in
Absolutely.
the clothing, and this is something that you guys can do together, which I
Yeah,
love.
it's so fun.
And you're local with us. You're
Yeah,
here
in Jersey.
In Jersey, which is awesome. And we're so excited to have you. So these are great items for the kids or for moms to be, moms that already are.
Yes.
And the mom that's really looking to get right back into fashion and be just as
Absolutely.
stylish. Danielle, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
here.
for
We hope to see
having
more of
me.
your clothing.
Thank you.
On here at Hip and J.
Built in 1902 as a private home for Charles Van Vleck, the Georgian Inn was later converted into a residential hotel for short-term stays in the 1940s. At this time, the Montclair branch of the French Institute Alliance Française relocated its New Jersey headquarters to the Queen Anne Carriage House in Back. In 2008, the historic building was granted a landmark status, and in 2012, after it was purchased, the inn underwent a full renovation. We'll learn more about the Georgian from owner Bobbi Brown in a little while. But first, Hip NJ's Maria Falzo and I learned all about the world of New Jersey Family Magazine, the Garden State's largest publication for moms and dads. Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Marie Latino.
And I'm Maria Falzo.
And joining us today is Dina Nabli. She is the editorial director for New Jersey Family Magazine. Dina, how are you?
Great, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to have you in the studio and to talk about everything going on with the magazine and all the upcoming work that we're going to do together.
We're super excited about.
So for starters, why don't you tell our audience, what is New Jersey Family Magazine?
New Jersey Family Magazine is a parenting magazine that has been around. We're in our 28th year. We are the only brand in New Jersey that follows your parenting journey from pregnancy all the way through planning for college. We have our flagship magazine, New Jersey Family, that comes out monthly, but we also know that parents have different needs. So you, Maria, who have 2 preschoolers,
yes,
do not have the same needs as somebody who has high school kids who's looking for colleges. So we publish a New Jersey Baby magazine, we publish Raising Teens magazine, and we also have a special magazine called The Big Book of Education.
I can tell you the magazine is my go-to every month. So it comes in my son's folder, which I love, and it's that resource that I just go back to over and over and over again. What, like you said, things to do, articles that you may or may not have thought about, or you have to talk about. So there's like some things that are just great. So I can tell you that it's a great resource.
We love
in
hearing
our house.
that.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure there's a million people out there that feel the same way. But
we have 350,000 readers in print, and we're in 9 counties.
Amazing.
That's amazing. But also, too, you were talking about FOMO. So it's not just about great parenting tips, but it's also what can moms do once you put the kids to bed?
Right. So we understand that we are moms, but we are women, and we need our downtime, and self-care is so important. So we also surface all the best date nights, all the best girls' night outs. Actually, this is so exciting. We did a story about Stumpy's in Eatontown, which is like this. We said it was like the most unique night out with your girlfriends or with, as a date night. So that's our job. We surface these kinds of things for you, but we also want, where do we get the best blowouts? What are the fitness trends, and where can I try them throughout New Jersey? We just did a story on how to find the bra that actually fits, because no matter how old we get, this is a problem constantly. And so we talked to experts in New Jersey, bra fitters in New Jersey, who gave great advice.
Great. The magazine industry has changed so much because of digital. So how has that affected your business?
Well, digital is huge for us. I mean, we realize that it's not about when we put out the magazine and that's it. Our content lives and breathes online. So when there's something breaking, it goes online right away. What can we do on Instagram? What can we do in our newsletters? What can we do on Facebook? We have a huge audience, and it's a different audience. What their needs aren't exactly the same as what our print audience is. So it's for us, it's just that 24/7 cycle. So if there's something in the morning, like what's the weather? Oh, it was supposed to be nice out, and now it's pouring rain. So what can we do on Facebook to help our parents? What can we do? Here's some great indoor spaces.
Yeah.
It's a snow day. What can we offer our parents? For snow, where are the best places to go sledding? What can you do to keep the kids from going stir crazy? And that's something we can only do digitally. We can't offer that in print.
Right, and that's so important, because I can tell you, as a mom of young kids, that's the first thing I do. Like when I don't have that place to go, or like you said, it's raining, where do I go? First place I go is online.
Yeah.
So it's like, where can how do we get them out of the house or get them to the next place? So that's really helpful.
And we're also, digital is a great way for us to have a connection with our audience, a community. So we ask them, where do you take the kids sledding? What are the things that you're doing? And we get a lot of our feedback that way. We do a bucket list every year, and we get all of our opinions online. What is the one weekend vacation you need to do that's within or whatever the question may be, our audience is telling us online.
That is so amazing. Well, we're happy at hipnewjersey.com to be helping you bridge that gap into the digital world. You'll be seeing a ton of content shared on Hip New Jersey and vice versa.
Absolutely.
So just talk a little bit about how excited you are about the partnership.
We're so excited because we just feel like the synergy between us is so fantastic. You guys are obviously a digital powerhouse. You are, video, and you are at all the great events in New Jersey that, And we're at, the types of events that we're in. I mean, I feel like the moms are interested in both. So you can help us bridge that gap, and we can help you expose your moms to a lot of the things that they're looking for their kids. We're super excited.
And we've gotten to hang out at some great events together
Yes,
where
absolutely.
we do bridge those gaps. So we've had some nice girls' night outs too, right?
Absolutely. What's more fun than that?
All right.
Hi, I'm Lisa Marie Latino with HIP New Jersey, coming to you from the Dillon, one of the George Inn's 32 uniquely named and decorated rooms, located in the heart of Montclair. Work-life balance is a juggling act all mompreneurs face, but no one has quite mastered the art like Andi Pasquin.
Hello, I'm Maria Falzo. I'm here on hipnewjersey.com, and I am here with Andi Pasquin, mortgage banker for Wells Fargo. We are here to talk to her a little bit about her work with Wells Fargo out of Summit, New Jersey. And tell us a little bit about your business.
So I've been in mortgage banking for 15 years and with Wells Fargo for 9. My office is in Summit, and I actually service the whole state typically, and even people outside of New Jersey for their home mortgage.
Great. So I know that you fall into 2 niche categories. Tell us about those.
Primarily, I help New Jersey's law enforcement community, which is basically our police, our firefighters, corrections officers. I've also helped state troopers, some federal agents, and yes, I do focus on helping first responders in general. It's something to me that's, very rewarding to help those that help us get into their homes or help refinance their mortgages.
My favorite part to talk about is you're also a mom.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm a working mom, which is difficult. And there's a lot of balance and a lot of struggle that goes along with trying to have a successful career and also be a successful parent. So I try my hardest every day.
So what do you have, and how old is he?
I have a 4-year-old boy named Wyatt, and he's busy and always into some mischief, and keeps me on my toes.
Absolutely. So what would you give advice to working moms or moms that want to get back working again after? What's a little advice that you have?
Well, for me, I really have kind of drilled down to what helps the most get through the week, and it's not being too hard on myself. I think overall, working moms need to look at this as a cumulative event and not a day-to-day or week-to-week thing. Certainly there's weeks where I have some work obligations, that maybe keep me out of the house 3 nights out of the week. And then other weeks, I am doing more mom-related things, and my work maybe is on the back burner a bit. So it's definitely a marathon. I try to, like I said, just not be too difficult on myself and realize that when I am at whatever respective job, whether it's my career or my mom career, I am fully engaged when I'm doing either one.
So give us some other of things that you might do, your best practices that you do to help you get through your day.
Well, one of the things that I have tried to really focus on doing, which I find to be helpful, is identifying some pockets of time that I call empty space. For instance, my commute into work. Rather than listen to the radio or make personal calls, I try to capture any thing professionally I can get done in that time space.
Sure.
Whether it's returning phone calls or setting up appointments, it just kind of goes back to maximizing the time, so that if I do want to scoot out a little early to go to my son's sporting event, I don't feel like I've let something go.
Sure.
So that's something that I try to be really diligent in doing. Even in the morning, sometimes getting myself ready once my son's dropped off. I'll, at my house while I'm tidying up, return calls, do some emails. So it's not wasting any minute. It just goes back to really multitasking.
Right. And then tell us a little bit about, what do you, like you said, there might be nights when you're out later. I'm sure your son is out of school at, 2:30 like everyone else is, maybe even 1 o'clock, depending on, the type of school. So how do you get through that day to feel comfortable with knowing that he's obviously not with you, you're in Summit? How does that happen?
Well, I also want to first say, I think it's hard. I'm not trying to make it seem like it's easy. It's hard to do both. And you definitely, every mother in fact, feels this struggle and being pulled in you know, so many directions. When you're at work, you wish that you were probably home and then vice versa. So it's not easy. But you know, I think, again, you just need to have a couple easy things that you incorporate into your everyday.
Well, I can't thank you enough for being here.
And finally, let's take a tour of the George Inn, Montclair's newest destination hotspot. Hip NJ's Maria Falzo spoke with the George Inn's owner, Bobbi Brown, about her love of entrepreneurship, family, and the town she's called home for decades.
Hello, I'm Maria Falzo, and we're here on hipnewjersey.com. I am so excited to be interviewing makeup mogul Bobbi Brown and serial entrepreneur. We're in your newest project, The George, in Montclair.
Yep.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me about where we are right now.
So we're in the George Inn, which is a 32-room boutique hotel in the heart of Montclair, New Jersey. Design and lifestyle inspired, created by my husband and myself. My husband is it's really his project, and I'm the self-appointed creative director.
Okay.
So there's two stories. There's the story of what it's like to work with your husband of 30 years.
Yes.
That's a whole nother story, another episode. and the real story is that we got to really create this together.
Yeah.
Our aesthetic and our passion.
I can't tell you the level of detail in every single room. The things that you've curated are so interesting. How did this all come together?
Well, you know, things just have a way of coming together. And now it's easy to say, but it was quite a process, because even like figuring out where you're putting the Q-tips, what you're putting the Q-tips in, where are you putting the extra toilet paper, you know, what if people want to bring their dogs? So we are dog friendly.
Oh, wow.
And we have a bunch of our partners that are brands that we love, that we contacted. We have everyone from Casper mattresses and sheets to a new hip company called Flaneur for duvet covers. We have Nespressos in every room.
Oh, wow.
We have Hello toothpaste. We have EO's organic products.
Very cool.
This hotel will be a clean hotel, so all of the cleaning sprays will be all organic.
Sure.
I'm pretty excited.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So you can do this anywhere in the world. What made you choose Montclair?
We chose Montclair because we live here.
Yeah.
You know, we live in Montclair. We love this town. And the hotel is really a reflection of our aesthetic and how we like to live and how we like to travel. We travel a lot, and we used to stay at kind of the big fancy hotels.
Yeah.
And we realized we like the small boutique hotels much better. You know, there's like a touch there.
Yeah.
Where you're comfortable and you can actually, you know, live almost better than you live at home.
Yeah.
but still really comfortable.
Absolutely. So I know we talked about both being moms and having boys.
Yes.
So how did you raise 3 boys and still manage to do all of this?
You know, it's funny. People always ask this, and there's been so many profiles of me, and oh, Bobbi just did it all so easily. Look, you know what it's like. It is not easy raising 3 kids. You know, it's not easy raising 1 kid. It's not easy being married. It's not it's easy for me though. It's not easy being a daughter, a girlfriend. I mean, life, you know, is difficult. You just have to learn to not sweat the small stuff, and really prioritize what's important. I mean, there's no question my family was always top of my list.
Yeah.
And you know, we built a photo studio in Montclair years ago because I was creating so much content. Instead of going into a New York City, doing it in Montclair, my husband built it. It's called 18 Label, and we have that in Montclair.
Yeah, so creating a life or work that can live within your life balance.
Right, and I was able to, you know, break away and get to the kids' school and things like that. I'm really lucky. I've had a lot of role models in my life, and I used to work with Susan Sarandon a lot, and she's the one that said she always would take her films on her kids' vacation so they can come with her. She didn't want to be away from them for 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, of course.
And she was a big enough star, she can make that happen.
Yeah. So when your guests are going to come to the hotel, do you give them an idea of where to go in town, some of your favorite spots? Maybe you want to tell us about some of your favorite spots?
Everything is curated, so it'll be on the website.
Okay.
And we've curated our favorite restaurants, our favorite stores, our favorite gyms. And you know, it's not easy to do because we've lived here a long time and there's so many things we like. you know, our favorite Japanese restaurant is Daikichi. Have you been there? Delicious.
It's our go-to spot. Best sushi there is.
Right. But we have restaurants. We have De Novo that we love. We have Egan's. We have Halcyon. We have the Turtle and the Wolf. I mean, I can go on. There's so many, you know, good ones. I'm having bone broth from the Corner today for lunch. The Corner's really great.
Bone broth right now, right?
It is. And a rainy day like this,
yes,
it's perfect. Yeah. You know, the Cycle Bar, Architect Studio I work out at. So,
I know you are super fit and into fitness, and that's a big focus for you.
It is.
Is there anything that you can talk about that might be happening?
Well, I'm very excited that we're launching wellness supplements, you know, called Evolution 18 in April on QVC.
Very
So
exciting.
people say, what are you doing now since you left the brand? There was, the New York Magazine just came out with an article on me, and it said, Bobbi Brown retired, comma, is opening the Georgian.
Right.
I'm not retired. I never retired.
This is not
I never
retirement.
I never will retire. But so that is a project that I'm really excited about. I'm also going to school to be a health coach. Not that I'm going to practice, but I'm going to IIN. It's a digital program based out of New York, and I'm just very curious about health and wellness.
Absolutely. I mean, there's such a focus on that now, and everything that we put into our bodies becomes part of what we do.
It should be.
So, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for talking to me.
This is absolutely wonderful, and I'm so excited. Congratulations.
Thanks, you too, and congratulations to your entrepreneur.
Thank you.
Ship of new
Thank
business.
you. Hopefully, we'll be seeing more of you and doing more together.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Hip New Jersey. For everything Garden State, visit us at hipnewjersey.com. We'll see you next time.